It's 10:30 p.m. in Istanbul, 11:30 a.m. in Washington State, 19:30 GMT here in the Gambia. You're watching the World Today Evening Bulletin. We now kick off with our first story. Modern-day slavery is still practiced in rural Gambia, especially in the Upper River region, and victims accuse the government for neglecting to address the situation that claims lives and properties. Ganbanaaxu, an association formed since 2016 whose objective is to enhance unity and peaceful coexistence of all Gambians and non-Gambians alike, has ventured into sensitizing on traditional practices that affects the well-being and mutual coexistence. On Saturday, converged on a press conference at the Kairaba Beach Hotel. Sajo Sambo has more.
An association formed since 2016 covering sub-Saharan Africa, whose objective is to enhance unity and peaceful coexistence of all Gambians and non-Gambians alike, sensitized on traditional practices that affects the well-being and mutual coexistence, on Saturday converged on a press conference at the Kairaba Beach Hotel. The conference, which attracts members from Mauritania, Mali, Senegal, Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Angola and the Gambia, aims at enlightening the communities through the media the challenges of domestic-based violence, modern-day slavery within the communities, as to how the situation of fostering or cementing the social cohesion to bind sister countries and communities in the spirit of being each other's keeper. For decades, Sarahulis communities in Upper River region of the Gambia, to be precise, Basse and its surroundings, have been practicing slavery where a certain group of people claim superiority over the other, blackmailing them using religion to work for them with no pay or mentally forced to slavery by their so-called masters who are led by their ego of greed and selfish interests. Reading out the press conference message, Vice President of the Association Bakari Tarawale said, the association tasked itself to enlighten the inhabitants of URR to stop the caste and other forms of discrimination. Like some personnel of the society barred from entering mosque prayers, some have their properties burned, others arrested and detained unlawfully by police.
Ganbanaaxu Federation of the Gambia is part of the larger Ganbanaaxu Association, whose objective is to enhance this unity and peaceful coexistence of all Gambians. Through sensitization programs, by looking at those traditional practices that affect our well-being and our mutual coexistence, and see how best we can ameliorate them for the progressive benefits of all Gambians. The name of association, which is derived from the word Ganbanaaxu, is a Sahrawi word, it means unity. And the objective of Ganbanaaxu Federation of the Gambia is to bring our people under one umbrella, foster the harmony and peaceful coexistence that the country is known for. Statute books of the world, including our own Gambian constitution, are called all human beings. The same rights regardless of religion, ethnicity, regional origin, caste or gender. This basic and equal right for all is the reason why countries have ministers, presidents and whatsoever importance the person may have in society, who could be linked to different genders, ethnic groups, regions and religions or caste. With the advent of the Ganbanaaxu in 2006, another voice was added to already existing voices that are engaged and the other task of liberating the minds of our people from these traditional practices that we found ourselves in. Whoever this task of enlightening our people through sensitization to stop the caste and other forms of discrimination and segregation led to some contradictions, especially in the Upper River region.
He further said the cruel abuse from certain groups, calling others as inferior, sometimes slave, cost a life when two boys fought over the issue. The other ended up killing his opponent.
This could have been avoided if the laws of the land were understood by the citizenry. Because of these misunderstandings, some members of our association were barred from attending normal prayers in mosques. Some had their properties destroyed and one had his own burned, while others were arrested and detained without being brought before the court of law. Violent confrontations also took place some time ago in some communities in the Upper River region, and the Upper River region where one life was even lost. This loss of one Gambian soul is deeply regretted by the association.
Listening to the long speech, the Kanifing Regional Police Commissioner Khalil Njai took on the podium to remind the congregation that the job of the police is to secure life and properties, whilst warn the people behind this unlawful practice to desist from it and respect the laws of the land, as anyone found wanting will have the weight of the law on his or her shoulder to carry.
For a human being that is the person, whatever happens to him, we need to take actions. Whatever happens to their properties, we also need to take actions. And we said passing.
In an interview after the press conference, Musa Fade, a member of Ganbanaaxu, said this barrier within the Sarahulis, where clans claim superior over the other, should be break down and move away from the primitive life. He said government are remaining silent for long, that lives are lost and people are arrested without justice served.
What we expect the government to come in on board. If someone should come out right now openly and criticize the head of state, the government will be the first party to react and crack down on the person. Or even if it is a group of people, they'll crack on them. How comes the government is keeping quiet? They remain silent on this matter. The police have hand in this. I'm not accusing them, but the police should also be responsible. Responsible in the sense that when issues happen, go to the right channel. Don't hear one side of the story and you believe one excerpt is the correct one. We have seen other instances where they will provoke these other people, but this other one will be the first to reach the police and they will give us something. Once they give us something, the police they will rely on those people.
In the Gambia, the 1970 Constitution Section 16 and the 1977 Constitution Section 20 both states, no person shall be held in slavery or servitude. No person shall be required to perform forced labor respectively. The Gambia is a signatory and a member of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human and People's Rights. The Gambia has its people practicing slavery in broad daylight, and government authorities are silent and torn deaf and dumb ear to the alarming issue. For Africa TV News, Sajo Sambu.